Effects of water's force on an environment.
Our question was, how does the force that water exerts on its environment affect plant and animal life?
The materials we used were string, a meter stick, a key, a sharp rock, a pocket knife, a nail, 4 nails, a plastic cup, a force sensor, rain boots, and a smartphone. To begin with, we found an area of the creek that was downstream. We stuck 4 nails into the ground and created a 1 meter by 1 meter square by using a meter stick. We cut the string and wrapped it around the nails to make a visible square. We drew imaginary lines dividing the box into 9 smaller squares and counted the number of organisms living in each square. We recorded the data and repeated the process in an area upstream. We used the force sensor to figure out the force of water in both locations to compare it to the number of organisms in each area. We used chi-square to figure out if there was a relationship between the force of water and the amount of organisms in an area of water.
This is our data collected chart. We sampled 2 different areas and we found the number of grassy plants, number of leaves, number of bugs, and number of rocks in both areas. And the sample stream with the less weaker water force of 0.06 had more leaves and more plants, and the sample stream with the greater water force of 0.24 had less leaves and a greater number of rocks. And this is our application of the data. We were doing chi-squared, so we needed an observed frequency table and an expected frequency table. And so we just calculated that, and we had calculated the expected frequency table by multiplying the row total and the column total and dividing by the grand total.
The force of the water. In the first area, the force of the water was measured to be 0.06 newtons. In the second area, the force of the water was measured to be 0.24 newtons. Fewer plants were found in the area with a greater water force of 0.24 newtons. More rocks were found in the area with a greater water force, though.
So for our calculation, our null hypothesis was water force does not affect plant growth, and our alternative was that water does affect plant growth. And then we put how to calculate your chi-squared, and then we rejected our null hypothesis because our chi-squared ended up being 453.27, and it was greater than the 5% significant level. So then our alternative was accepted, and that means that the water force does affect plant growth, and it also affects small aquatic organisms, number of leaves, and number of rocks found in the area. A stream in Illinois with a strong water force is more likely to have a greater number of rocks than areas with less water force. Areas with water force are more likely to have a greater number of plants, aquatic organisms, and leaves than an area with a greater water force.
Results. Overall, the data gathered shows that the higher water force of the stream results in a rockier area with less aquatic plant and animal life.